Burr. Burr. It got cold real quick. It got real cold real quick.
Burskies.
Burr, burr, burr. You just got back from a trip into a different town, into Morristown. Come on, Kansas, this way, girl. Or not. Because we picked up, oh, geez. We picked up boards. Boards. Boards.
Come here.
Boards. Lots and lots of boards. I'm gonna close this here. Will you hold them? Kinsley, come on.
I would like to hold you guys.
Come on, let's go. Let's go, come on. I know you love it inside.
Come on. This is your new house at some point.
She's really not a fan of being inside the house. Come on, Kins, let's go.
It's because there's no furniture in it.
Yeah, I know. Once there's furniture, it'll be fine.
So nice and warm. Oh, it feels so good.
All right. Oops, gotta get this right. Here, how do I do this? I do that first and then this one first.
Second.
Right, second.
I do them all first.
I do the first one first and the first, second.
And then I get moved to the third first.
There is no third first, honey. That's just third.
Okay.
That's just third. All right. We have to replace the weather seal on these doors.
Yes.
Because they don't.
Pretty much non-existent.
Yeah. Well, let's show you what we got.
It's very dark in here.
Yeah, it's very dark in here. Let's show you what we got. What we got, not which we got. Ooh.
What in which we received.
Okay, so we got 66 boards. These are 12 feet in length, and they are, the face value of it is 11 inches, even though it's 12 inches in total. But once the tongue goes into the groove, the face reveal is only 11 inches. And the way that these are laid out is you can do it one of two ways. You can do it where...
This is the main side with the panel.
Yeah, so it looks like it's two 6-inch boards put together. Or you can do it this way where it looks like it's...
I think he called this the car. Like, basically, it's the least popular way, but of course, this is the way we preferred.
Yeah, so this is how Katie wants to do it, where it's
just Katie?
Most yeah, that's about how that goes. Yeah, yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have it this side up.
Down.
Well.
Facing.
Right, this side facing.
Because this is ceilings.
Yeah.
Not flooring.
Right. Yeah.
That's what I meant by that.
Right. No, you're correct. Yeah. So, what's going on?
I'm just looking at Kinsley. She's like, I think she's looking for us.
She's like, can I find things to eat since they're not going to yell at me? Well, we got 66 of those boards in total. We went into Morristown. There's a place called Tennessee Lumber, which we were told about by Jim. You guys all know Jim. And so that's where we bought the stuff from. We actually bought some other lumber too, but we're keeping it there. They're gonna store it for us until we're ready to hang it in the mud room / laundry room. We did end up getting the 10% extra, and I think we're gonna definitely need that 10% extra because there's some boards in here that are looking pretty rough. So, are we processing tomorrow? Processing roosters?
I hope not.
Well, if we don't end up processing roosters tomorrow, then I'll go through and sort them into boards that are really bad. Well, just sort them out. And so we can see how many bad ones we have and if we need to return and exchange. But...
Or just what the cuts are and
yeah, because I'll have to take into consideration some of the cuts. But most of the boards that are going to go up are going to be the full 12-foot length.
Yep.
And we did find out that they are 12 foot at minimum, maybe a little extra. So that is good. That is good. There's some things like this one here, where it was at the bottom of the stack, and you can see that it's kind of dirty. I think you can probably sand that out,
Yeah.
but I'm just not exactly sure. That's where like the forks lifted it up. So have to do that, and then we have to figure out what stain we want to do. If we want to do a color stain, or if we just want to seal it with like polyurethane and then have some of the reds and stuff come out, because that's what polyurethane does. But yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. She's trying to hide from the camera. She's just pointing at me. She's like, just talk, Nate. And I'm like, I got nothing else to talk about.
I'm out of things to say.
I got nothing.
Oh, it's so cold.
Well, let's go stand in front
Why
of
did it get so cold?
it got real cold real quick.
It was 32 last night.
Yeah.
We got snow.
That needs to be washed.
Yeah, that's disgusting. It was above the old sink. The new sink will not be under that.
Now the new sink will be
In the middle.
underneath this light right there. There'll be a light shining right down on you.
Yep.
See these marks? Boop. That's where a light's going to shine. These are going to be the
This little item.
three pendants.
I'm gonna make it shine. Oh, this little light of mine. Oh, I'm gonna make it shine. And let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Okay, just took you to church.
All right. Yeah. Well, we're going to go run into a different town now and go get some basics,
Groceries.
some basic staples of the
We're out of
grocery sort: milk, yogurt, butter.
Dairy. We don't need butter. We're good on butter. I don't ever run out of butter.
It's not true. Sometimes we have.
It's a very, very rare occasion that we run out of butter.
Yeah, and then,
I buy it by like 4 pounds at a time.
and then propane. We need some propane
No propane accessories.
and no propane accessories. And then tonight we need to capture some roosters and put them in. Unless you're just going to catch them in the pen.
If we decide, yeah, I'll just do them. If we do decide to process tomorrow, because it's going to be cold.
It's either tomorrow or Sunday.
Yeah.
I mean, Sunday's fine because it's going to warm up, right?
It's going to warm up just a smidge because it's going to be in the 40s tomorrow. That just seems really cold to be processing with all of the water.
Just need to have some warm water to soak your hands in.
Yeah. And then, but yeah, I'll just catch them beforehand, and like I was doing last time, like 4 at a time.
Okay.
It just worked easier, and then it wasn't stressing them out as much.
Okay. Yeah, so processing roosters either tomorrow or Sunday, sorting lumber, figuring out what stain we want.
I think when we go to town, we can go
into Lowe's
look.
and grab some stain
Yeah,
samples.
just look, yeah, and see. And then, because it's gonna, just because it looks a certain way, or we think it's gonna look a certain way, once it's on the wood, it's gonna look completely different, so.
We'll have to stain the backside of one that we know we're keeping
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking,
and do your patterns.
I'm kind of thinking, I mean, just off the top of my head, I like the look of what it looks like now, and just clear coat it.
Yeah, if you do a clear coat, it'll, like it did with the cedar, it'll make it darker looking.
It'll bring out the tannins.
And then, which will look nice.
It'll bring out all of the grain, I guess I should say. So yeah, it's just like what we did like with the teak oil on the brooder when it brought it out and it made it so pretty. Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
I don't know. I'm going to grab some of the flooring and then also probably put it next to it too. Because I do like the lighter ceiling.
We have some floor available. There's one right there just standing up if you want to grab it.
Oops. So it's a very different color.
Yeah.
I don't know, or I might try to see if we can find something in this kind of range.
I think we'll have to get a bunch of samples and stick
And just,
swatches of them and just see what it looks like.
yeah, and
then
see what we
match
end
it
up
to it.
liking. It doesn't have to be matchy-matchy.
No.
But definitely, the only thing that makes me nervous, I just remember we had old oak floors, and over time it started to turn orangey.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that.
Right.
So I just want to make sure it doesn't have that just, you know, just like the lights. I didn't like the really yellow lights. I don't like the really yellow looking flooring or ceilings. So that's why we chose cool tones.
Because we're cool.
Yes.
Because we're awesome.
Awkward.
Yeah.
As you can tell, we like gray. I like gray.
Gray and green.
Gray and green. Those are my colors. Gray and green. Yep.
Those are your colors. Yep. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah. So we'll just have to figure out what exactly we want to do. And then we also have to decide, I think we're still planning on doing barnwood.
Yes.
So
Wrapping that with barnwood. Yes.
20s, whatever.
Which means that we have to go and find some barnwood that either we take off the 1922 barn, which I'm not convinced is actually, the siding on it is actually from 1922. But, or if we just find stuff around the property and stick it up there.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Or we go chop down a 30-foot tree and then mill it and stick it up there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
More projects.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And when are you going to be in the house? By winter of 2030.
That's about how it's going. Yeah. But it feels good in here.
It does. It feels great. Yeah. That little mini split is doing the trick. I mean, it's not bad in here at all. Even when because I put on I've got my overalls, my big thick thermal ones for winter. And then I had the sweater on, and then I had a flannel on, and I was outside because it was cold, and gloves and everything. And then I came inside, and I was like, "Oh, I don't need all this." I was like, because even in the RV,
stripping down the layers.
Yeah, even in the RV, you still need layers. Like, I still had a blanket on in the RV, even with a sweater and a beanie. So
yeah, it's drafty in the RV.
Yeah, it just doesn't hold the heat. So good job on the insulation.
Yep. I just need to do the floor because your feet will get cold.
Yeah, especially with that flooring.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to. We made the mistake of having big, thick, plush, beautiful rugs in our last property, which are fantastic on your feet, but when you have dogs, it's no bueno.
No,
it
just collects the hair.
It just collects hair, and it's so hard to get out. Even we had like a robo vacuum constantly going over it, and it was always furry. So I'm gonna get thinner ones, still soft ones, but I'm gonna get thinner ones this time, so it'll be easier for us to keep up with.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. We will see you guys on Tuesday.
Oh yeah, it's already Friday.
It is Friday. Yeah. So we'll see them on Tuesday.
All right.
Tuesday. See you Tuesday.
Have a fabulous weekend, y'all.
Bye, guys. Let's go before it gets too cold.